Welcome to your Weekly Catalyst, our 5-minute weekly bonus session to help you move toward better than yesterday. Our feature full-length episodes go live first thing every Wednesday morning, and you may also want to check out our exciting new YouTube coaching channel at youtube.com/coaching channel. Now, if you spend any time on social media, you might have noticed there are plenty of opinions about how others are doing their jobs or living their lives. From politicians to professional athletes, neighbors to new grads, we all seem to have plenty of brilliant wisdom, I'll leave that in quotes, about how others can improve their lives. But before we head down that path with the masses, maybe a glance in the mirror is in order. What do you think? The phrase "mind your own business" dates back to the book of 1 Thessalonians, when Paul was reminding me as the reader to make the most of me and of my own life before turning my gaze and my corrective words outward. A version of this, "mind your own beeswax," originated in the 18th century when smallpox was widespread. Those who survived were often left with scars on their faces and bodies, and women would use beeswax to fill the holes and hide the scars. Warm weather often would melt the beeswax, and the term "mind your own beeswax" thus came into play as a way to say, stop looking at me and worry about your own scars. More recently, Michael Jackson's hit "Man in the Mirror" became his 10th number one song on the Billboard charts and conveyed a similar message. It's a concept we likely all support philosophically, but we just rarely actively live it out. Maybe today's a good day for us to stop humming the song and start living the life. Most of you listening to this podcast are in roles where our actions, the life we're living, speak so much louder than any words of wisdom we could ever say. Whether you're a coach, a business leader, a parent, a teacher, a friend, for some reason we think our words rule the day. The truth is our actions carry far more weight than our words ever could. I hadn't planned this timing, but our feature podcast this week features the man known worldwide as Mr. Body Language, Alan Pease. In our YouTube coaching channel, the feature video this week is about removing our expert hat and putting on our coaching hat. Both of these just happen to provide opportunities to drive home this message without opening our mouths. But for now, what does this concept of manage yourself look like in the coming week for all of us? 3 questions to consider before we open our mouths or our social media outlets to share our wisdom with others. Number 1, what is one hole that I'm filling in my own life right now by making different choices? Number 2, where am I seeing improvements and where are the struggles coming up, kind of bubbling to the forefront? And number 3, does unsolicited advice out of the blue produce any positive results for me? Or does it more likely create resistance? Now, obviously the key to this third question is the unsolicited piece. Hopefully all of us are constantly seeking out information from those who have walked the path before and allow us to garner more insights from them. But when it comes out of the blue, when someone just comes up and tells you something like we're talking about, we tend to fall into ourselves, does it really help? I think when we see it live, when we feel it in our own lives, we start to realize maybe it's not so helpful to others either. In addition to the features noted above here on the podcast and the YouTube coaching channel, you may also want to check out our weekly vidbit. It's a brief video tidbit that's available on the coaching channel, and it provides some intriguing insight this week about what our body language might be telling those around us. Thanks again for joining us. Always feel free to reach out to us at results@catalystcoachinginstitute.com, or you can access a multitude of resources at the website, catalystcoachinginstitute.com, anytime. This is Dr. Bradford Cooper signing off. I'll look forward to speaking with you later this week on the next episode of the Catalyst Health, Wellness, and Performance Podcast, or maybe over on the YouTube coaching channel.